Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, called on other Muslim countries to provide military or financial support to the Gaza Strip after a brutal 11-day conflict with Israel. Muslim states should earnestly enter the field to support the Palestinian nation in both military and financial aspects, as well as for reconstructing infrastructure and rebuilding the ruins in Gaza. Muslim nations should demand that their governments carry out this duty. That's some strong language. The message comes as a ceasefire looks to quell renewed fighting between Israel and Palestinian militants in the Gaza Strip. Hamas and other groups, following clashes between Israeli police and Palestinians in East Jerusalem, began launching thousands of rockets at Israel last week. Israel responded with a punishing aerial and artillery campaign that devastated the enclave's infrastructure. The fighting killed 243 people in Gaza, including 66 children, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health. A dozen people, including 2 children, were killed in Israel. See, that number disparity should be the first sign that the Palestinians are much less armed than Israel. If they kill 12 people on Israel's side and they get 200 killed on their side. Iran is a known backer of Hamas, with the Israeli military saying it provides both military supplies and experts to help bolster its arsenal. Khamenei said the recent round of fighting proved the strength of Hamas and other groups that also attacked Israel during the rocket launches. A ceasefire to stop the violence took place early Friday morning local time, though past ceasefires and previous rounds of violence have been broken. I'm gonna have to probably disagree with Khamenei there. If anytime you have rocket missiles, the other country is not going to be infallible and impenetrable. You're going to end up hurting or killing somebody. But I'm really divided on this, because if all of these deaths are true, and I believe it, that 200 plus people died in the Gaza Strip over the conflict there, I don't really see what's wrong with other countries coming in and providing some type of aid. And, Iran sees the United States as a joke, which I don't blame them when it comes to actually doing something to assist Palestinians. And you even saw Biden talking about, we're going to make sure that this stuff is not used to help their arsenal. So I don't know, I have mixed feelings about, because it's like I'm worried that if you say, oh, I'm glad they're doing this, that he came out and made this statement, you support continuing uh, war between Palestine and Israel. It's like, no, I just want the side that was overwhelmingly thrashed during this 11-day conflict to be able to repair itself to some degree after what happened. You can't bring those people back to life, but you can at least repair the damaged buildings and various other places. So this is, just another example of how they get mad at Iran for intervening, right? Israel does, but when the U.S. intervenes to help Israel, it's okay. So other nations that bootlick for Israel, like, the U.S., we get involved. They love us. Somewhere gets involved with the other side. Oh, you're helping the villains.